of the biggest updates ever in Ghost of Tabor just released, launching with a new DLC pack that adds a few new guns, a new melee weapon, and there's also a brand new map in Ghost of Tabor. As you can see, there is a new bleeding and bandage system where you have to wrap up your own wounds. Everything new about this update will be explained in this video as fast as I can. First things first, probably one of the most hype parts about the update is we have our first brand new map in Ghost of Tabor. Matka Miest is our first new map, and it is a nighttime town map. It hosts 6 ghosts at a time, and there is a bunch of NPCs roaming the streets as well. Even though this map is at nighttime, it is nothing like Island of Tabor at night. This map doesn't require you to have any flashlights or night vision goggles to have to see on the map. Now, I'm sure night vision goggles will give you a huge advantage, but they are definitely not something you have to go into that raid. Since this map is pretty brand new, the Ghost of Tabor wiki doesn't have anything really about it, so I will show you guys some footage on screen about what I could find on the map. But if you guys know stuff that I do not about the map, please leave it in the comments down below. Everything will help, especially because all of us are new to this map. In my opinion, I have only done a few raids on this new map, but I would suggest when you go to Matka Miest that you do go kitted. I feel like this map is very PvP orientated, just like Missile Silo, where there's a bunch of stuff in one small radius. Next up is a bunch about guns, actually, which I am so excited for. One of the things that is definitely the most talked about, and for good reason, is there's a new DLC pack. This DLC pack includes 2 new pistols, a shotgun, a new melee weapon, and a new SMG. All these weapons are obtainable from the Merchant of Death, as well as the new M4 with the one-shot energy skin. The new DLC bundle is a part of the Taran Tactical JW3 DLC. If I said Taran Tactical wrong, that's my bad. This DLC is only $4 and, you know, a few cents in tax, so it is really affordable compared to a lot of other games with their DLC. The devs have clearly stated that these are new weapons and not weapon skins. Throughout my testing with them, they are very similar, so I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but without exact testing, I guess we won't know. And I get that these weapons can't be really pay to win, which is, you know, somewhat disappointing, but also at the same time, it makes a lot of sense. I personally have picked up the weapons to do some testing with, and also they just look damn good. There's also the new shotgun in the bundle, and I honestly think that's the coolest weapon of all the guns in the bundle. While all of them do look really clean, the shotgun is just something we don't have a lot of in Ghost of Tabor right now. I believe we had 2 shotguns, but they took one of them out in an older update, leaving us with just the Saga. Please don't roast me, I know I'm saying these guns wrong, guys. Leaving us with just that one shotgun. The new shotgun in the bundle is very similar to the Saga, as it's a semi-auto shotgun. It holds a lot of ammo. Once again, this is something I didn't count, but it's just a really nice shotgun, a really cool weapon to have. All the weapons are super clean. I very much recommend it for the $4. And for the one-shot energy weapon, there's a QR code on the one-shot energy shoes that you buy in the Ghost of Tabor edition, and if you scan it and enter your in-game player ID, you will get the skin. I think that's a pretty cool way to collab with the company, and I wonder if they're going to do this with their other collaborations like Freshen Up Energy. But enough with the stuff that you have to pay for. They have added 2 new bolt action rifles. These are both World War II rifles, I believe. One is the Mosin, which is a very well-known gun, as well as the M19-0A3. I call this the car because it at least looks like the car, and that's what it's called in PUBG. That's just what I'm familiar with. Go ahead and roast me if I'm wrong. Other than that, they also updated the model on the 5.7, which I didn't notice when I was looking at it, but I'll have to take another peek. The 5.7 is definitely one of my favorite guns, so I hope it just looks good. Like I said, didn't get a good look. Even though we're done with all the gun updates, trust me, there's a lot more stuff coming. Like I said, this update was huge, and it's really gonna change Ghost of Tabor, especially with this next feature that makes the game way harder. Now when you're shot, there's a chance you can start bleeding from your wounds, and these wounds have to be manually patched up by bandages. To use a bandage, you put it on your arm, you use the trigger to start the bandage, and you wrap it clockwise around it. When it's done, you'll hear it tear, and your bleeding should stop. While you're bleeding out, you can actually see on your screen that your character is blacking out a little bit. On top of this, they added the weight system, which they've been waiting to add for a very long time. I haven't got to test the weight features a lot yet, but I'm sure they are very nice. They also added item insurance, and this is a really interesting way to go about it. When you buy something from the Tabor market, there is an option to add insurance for an extra fee, but this insurance doesn't guarantee that you keep your stuff if you die with it. If you were to get insurance on, let's say, an MP5, and you died with it in a raid, you would get the MP5 back in your kiosk if your weapon was left there after the raid. If someone took it back with them, you would not get it back. Also, throwing mechanics and melee mechanics have been overhauled, and it is really hard to throw things now, or at least in my opinion, you have to give it an actual throw. A lot of these updates really add more to the realism effect of the game, which they are going for, and I'm really excited about that. They really overhauled the kiosks in this one too. The UI is just really clean now compared to what it used to look like before, especially when it comes to the traders. The traders have a way better layout in their store, and it is honestly just really nice to look at. at. In the patch notes, they said they relocated the parking lot in Island of Tabor. I have not personally checked that out, that is my bad, but it is interesting to see that they're taking changes all over. Also in the bunker, they improved the resolution of some of the signs in the bunker, and they also removed the TV. This one was a random to me, but honestly, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. There's supposedly also a new tutorial map, which I haven't got to check out yet either, but tell me how you guys feel about this new Ghost of Tabor update. Also, if you look on your left leg, there is now a little gear on it. This is for the new ammo pouch. The ammo pouch holds any loose ammos, so anything but a magazine, and I'm assuming this is because of the new shotgun. As you can see, you can put any loose ammo in there, and you can take it out by just grabbing. This has really got me hyped for the future of shotguns, because that means they might be bringing back more shotguns that aren't DLC weapons. Honestly, I think this is one of the best updates so far. It adds so much content, and I'm glad to see that the team at Combat Waffle Studios, they are going hard. They are going crazy, updates all the time, adding a bunch of good content. The more realistic the game becomes, the closer it is to full release. So I fully completed this video and had it uploaded to YouTube, but before I released it, a few things came out, and I thought I would take my time to help you guys out with these few things. First things first, I forgot to say it, but there actually is some sound effect changes when opening all kinds of crates. Before, they just had no sound, so this is pretty cool. On Quest, there is some weird delays when opening up these containers though, but this is already noted and it's going to be fixed in a patch. Another thing that's going to be patched soon is actually the vault loot. The purple keycard loot is actually broken right now, so do not use your purple keycards, just save them. The glitch that people are experiencing is getting low tier loot in the high tier crates. And last thing I want to cover is how to actually get the DLC. If you use Steam, you can find it on the Steam store, but if you're an Oculus user, there's two ways you can do this. If you go to your terminal, go to the store page, and make sure you filter by DLC, the pack will show up and you can buy it in game. You can confirm your purchase there, and you can also purchase it on the app. I will link that down below because it's harder to find, but you can also purchase it like that. Speaking of purchase, if you don't already have Ghost of Tabor, I have a referral link down below where you can get 25% off for free. But since you guys stuck around this long, I want to actually give you guys a surprise. Go ahead and join the Discord down below, and there will be a giveaway in the announcements channel. If you own Ghost of Tabor and enter this giveaway, I will be giving away the new DLC bundle. I don't know how many of these bundles I'm going to give away. It depends on how many of you guys join the Discord and enter, but I'm assuming I'm going to be giving out between 1 and 3, and if you guys surprise me, even 4 or 5. If you like informative and entertaining Ghost of Tabor content that isn't 40 minutes long, click the subscribe button and click on the video right above. This is me using every single terrible loadout in Ghost of Tabor.